Hey all, Larry Platt here of the Philadelphia Citizen. Welcome to this special year-end episode of How to Really Run a City, with Mayors Nutter of Philly and Reed of Atlanta. If you've listened before, you know that being a mayor is an awesome responsibility. There's no elected office closer to the people, which means that you own everything that happens within your city limits. Every block, you see your city. So it's deadly serious business. But Nutter and Reed, for me, have demonstrated something else as well. That it's important to take the plight of constituents seriously, to take the state of your city seriously, but not to take yourself too seriously. Which is why we thought we'd dedicate this special year-end episode to a comedic retrospective. These mayors keep me in stitches. I can't tell you how many times listeners have told me that the mayors are like stand-up comedians. So we could all use some laughter right about now, right? So let's go back in time and tune in to some of the lighter-hearted moments of how to really run a city. So how about that time Mayor Nutter had just come from the dentist and may have been a little loopy?
Yo.
Look at that.
It's a big man. El Jefe.
Is he driving again?
You're not in the car, El Jefe.
I am in the car. I'm not moving.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Kasim, let me tell you, man.
Yeah.
I literally just came out of the dentist's office getting the implant for a tooth I had removed last year.
Yeah.
I called Larry and said, hey, I might be a few minutes late. Got this procedure going on. No. So he's like, all right, well, yeah, fuck all that. What time are you going to be on?
I think what I said is we'll have some fun with that.
That's why we all get along.
That's nice. That's nice. I mean, you know, the sympathy could not have been more underwhelming.
In my defense, at the very end of the call, because I was busting your balls, and I was like, "Oh, wait a second." And I was like, hey, "By the way, you okay?" I did throw that in.
He threw that in. That was like an afterthought. Like, oh, maybe I should express something. You know.
And I remember I had a tooth. I needed a root canal when I was mayor. And I go in, and the dentist wouldn't do it. So I get in there, I'm in the chair, and he's like, he was nervous. So he's like, I won't do it. He said, because you need anesthesia. Right. And he said that he would not put me under. This is a totally true story.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, I really need this resolved. So there's going to have to be a middle ground. He's like, but I'm not, at this point in my career, going to risk killing the mayor.
He said, not on my watch.
This guy didn't give me whatever he should have had because I told him to proceed. Man, you talk about pain, man. I never felt pain in my life. It was definitely one of my 5 dumbest decisions.
Turns out, sometimes mayors have to go incognito. Check out a discussion about mayoral aliases.
But you know how when we were in office, we were so charged?
Oh, yeah.
And to block that amount of time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Man.
I had to go a couple times when I was in, you know, like, I don't know, colonoscopy, whatever.
Yeah.
They would check me in under false name.
Yeah.
I had to come at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I'm coming through the bowels of the building from the back to
Mayor Nutter. So what was your alias?
John Anderson.
You really? Mine was Tony Stark.
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
I would have guessed one of you for Bumpy Johnson.
Why are we here, man?
Take a look. Made a deal with the Rizzuto family of Montreal for 300 keys.
Bumpy, you came through.
One more thing. Before I front you as much as you want. Kingston, I heard we have a problem.
Yeah. I have to use that one in the future. I use Tony Stark.
Well, I tell you, what's about farts? Bumpy.
Forrest Whitaker.
Oh man, he played that role.
The mayor's conversation with Della Clark, the entrepreneur whisperer behind the Cocktails and Economics tour, turned a little risque.
And one of the takeaways is that he also gave a hot look of what he considered hot industry clusters, like AI. He's a sharp young man. We were so proud to have him, and we're going to have him in Washington, D.C. I can't promise you Atlanta, but I tell you, he is dynamic. If I was younger, Michael, I would go after him. But
So we're gonna, So how about those? How about those Sixers?
Right.
Like what? Come on.
Yeah, that's why you tune in.
Della. I'll work with you on that.
no, that's right.
The mayors have always had a good time talking about 90-year-old Willie Brown, the former mayor of San Francisco and mentor to Mayor Reed, and his long history of a healthy appetite.
How old is the girlfriend?
I don't know. I just know they're in love.
Hey, Larry, Kasim is from the George McBundy School diplomacy, right?
Kennedy administration gave up hope about the Gem brothers, at least if the two of them were to remain in power. And it's hard to be precise about that, even now, I think. And was responsible, certainly, for permitting, agreeing in that we ought not stand in the way of a change of government and should let that be known.
He give you a little bit of answer, make you feel good. You still don't know. You still don't actually know what the answer is, but you feel good about it.
You have the structural facts in there. The structural facts are there's going to be a celebration going on from Friday through Sunday break. Not alternative facts. The structural facts. They're true.
Yeah. When that lady...
Kellyanne Conway, yeah.
Yeah.
When she said that,
yes,
I said, what does that mean?
You did not answer the question of why the president asked the White House press secretary to come out in front of the podium for the first time and utter a falsehood. Why did he do that? It undermines the credibility of the entire White House press office on day one.
Don't be so overly dramatic about it, Chuck. You're saying it's a falsehood, and they're giving Sean Spicer, our press secretary, gave alternative facts to that. But the point remains
alternative
that
facts.
Yeah. Set America on the path that we're on towards foolishness.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The mayors had a lot of fun with Fort Worth Mayor Mattie Parker and the fact that Dallas ain't the Dallas of 70s TV.
Before we get serious, is South Fork in Fort Worth from Dallas?
No. JR does not live here.
JR, I'm going to ask you for the last time. Return that money to me.
Well, you know I can't do that.
JR, I'm warning you.
Okay. All right. I needed to check.
No Ewing family.
Remember that movie, The Candidate, starring Robert Redford at the very end when he won and he said to his political consultant, "Now what?" Fort Worth Mayor Mattie Parker had a bit of a similar experience.
Overall, we're in a good place in Fort Worth. Believe me, there are some days I question my sanity, Mayor, because you think, I did this to myself. I raised
Mayor
money,
Reed,
right?
Mayor Reed, what you have a commentary on that. What do you say about us?
We're all damaged in some way.
We're all damaged.
We got to get a psychiatrist on as a guest one of these episodes.
Get my head checked.
Why would you do this job?
Yes.
Every now and then my staff would, I'd be complaining about whatever I'm complaining about on any given day. And they would just stop. They said, you rean for this, right?
Yeah.
You wanted this job.
You weren't held at gunpoint. You wanted it.
Matter of fact, you ran again.
Yeah, my staff went further. They would hit me with, "This was your dream." Like, didn't you say you wanted to be mayor since you were 13?
You're living the dream.
Well, and Mayor Parker, I think I read that when you were first elected on election night, when you were told you won, I hope jokingly said, "Can I get a recount?" Is that true?
Oh gosh, it's kind of a blur. Maybe so. I think I was joking.
Not to beat a dead horse, but remember that time Mayor Nutter was, in my words, all shot up with drugs? Well, that's it for this episode of How to Really Run a City. As always, if you have questions for the mayors or ideas you'd like to see us explore, just drop us a line at podcast@thephiladelphiacitizen.org. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And now you can watch us on YouTube. Around the time that Mayor Nutter was shot up with drugs and driving his car while we were doing this, we thought, we got to put this video online.
Yeah. Wait a minute. No, I was coming from the dentist.
Oh, did I leave that part out?
Yes. Shot up with drugs. Oh, man. I had some dental surgery that morning.
Yeah, I left out a little detail there. Sorry.
I was like, you're not going to mess up my professorship.
No.
There goes tenure.
People be listening to this stuff. Oh, what is he taking now?
I'm talking about the presence of mind you have to have these days. Because we would definitely about to get off the podcast.
No.
So, but my point is, check us out on YouTube.
Grand opening, grand closing. Yes. How about that? I'll be fully lucid for all the rest of them.
We were visited by the ever loquacious and inspiring Dr. Michael Eric Dyson, and he talked about the Bobby Womack School of Government.
You know, when we opened up by talking about, or at least when I came in, yet again, Black people will save democracy. Here it is at the judicial level, right? At the outside the federal level, because the Supreme Court is flying flags upside down, right? And blaming it on their wife. Not their wife, they wives, right? Upside down. Oops, upside your head. It's a Gap Band and Diana Ross moment. I'm coming out upside down. So they obviously have been influenced by Black culture because they got it all turned upside down. A lot of people, understandably, I'm a college professor. I'm with these college protesters. I support their right to do what they got to do because that's a tradition that has been valued in this country. But here's my point. If you are upset with Joe Biden because of his distressing and problematic relationship to Israel, think about Bobby Womack.
If you think you know it now, wait until tonight, girl.
This is a Bobby Womack moment. If you think you learned it now, wait until tonight.
That's right.
If you think that it's bad under Joe Biden, wait until Trump comes in here. The revisionist history here is astonishing. Has Joe Biden been perfect? No, but he's got a Grace Jones reality. What did Grace Jones say? I might not be perfect, but I'm perfect for you.
There you go.
We got to understand it's all contingent historically. I don't want to get all riled up, but I'm just saying. Bobby Womack and Grace Jones can save us. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah. I thought that's where you were going.
That's right. I wish he wouldn't trust
me. There you go.
So
that's
much.
the one.
You really trust me too much.
I wish you didn't trust me so much. Yes.
I thought it had something to do with crossing 110th Street.
Larry's in it. Yes. Hey. How to run a city, everybody.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
You knew I was going to get to this. Numerous times, to his wife's chagrin, Mayor Nutter has called in from his car for our podcast tapings.
Hey, Larry, good to see you. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate
it. I was 5 minutes out.
How you doing? Hey, Larry, how are you?
I'm good, man.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, JP, you gotta start playing some Willie Nelson because Mayor Nutter's on the road again.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
I don't know what is going on with you in this car, man. What is going on? Is that your happy place or nothing?
At various times, the mayors have bonded over the fact that as private citizens now, they're out of the limelight.
My comment is, first, both of you have said everything that I would say. But Mayor Lorza, when you started talking about what the lady was going to say to you, I'll give you a different take on it. I was in the supermarket one day, and a lady came over to me, and she said, "Didn't you used to be Michael Nutter?" Yes, ma'am. And I still am.
You can't have a podcast that gets real about politics without talking about fundraising and the art of it and the fun in fundraising.
We were pretty well known for our fundraising. This is in 07.
Yeah.
And, you know, this was, it in my experience, at least, I mean, we had just like entered the realm of like credit cards and, you know, over the phone and all that kind of stuff. Right. So I'll call a person, and what happened was there was a provision in our campaign finance that if any of the candidates spent more than $250,000 of their own money, it kicked in what we called the millionaire's exception. And so you could double the amount that you could raise. So Tom Knox,
good old days.
Tom Knox hit that number on like December 15th, right? Provision kicks in. And for the next 15 days, we doubled back everybody who had maxed to max again, right? And then we're going to hit them again in January. So I'm on the phone with this person. He said, well, Michael, I'd love to do it. You know, I support you. I said, yes, I know you do. You maxed out to me. I'd like you to do it again. We have this special 15-day period. He said, but I'm driving on the Pennsylvania Turnpike right now. I said, well, there's a shoulder, right?
Yeah.
It's a shoulder.
It's a shoulder on the turn. I said, can't you pull over? My person's right here. They'll take your car right now, and then you get right back on the road.
Yeah. So, you know, in Atlanta, we have a really big entertainment crowd, and they give a lot of money, right? And so we had a fundraiser. Her name is Stacey Johnson. She's an incredible fundraiser. And so what she would do is, you know, these guys had these fabulous houses and these fabulous offices. And so, you know, she'd go, you know, I'm ready to come by and pick up a max contribution. And then they go, huh? And then she said, I want your company's max. I want your max. So just write down all of your companies and I'm going to come by and get the checks at once. So she would go into their office. And then, you know, they go, I'm giving how much? And she said, look, if you're having financial problems, just say that.
Oh, man.
Baby, like, what? Absolutely not. Get my checkbook.
She played right into the
ego. Go, hey, look, if you're having financial issues, I will tell the mayor that.
Oh, no.
Every company they had, you tell them, I said 25.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Right into the ego.
The mayor's talked with Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, and they all listened to a clip from a particularly surprising policy expert. Yeah, hey guys, before we get to our esteemed guest this episode, Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman of New Jersey, let's hear from a related, unlikely policy guest. JP, do you have that clip?
You don't need no gun control. You know what you need? We need some bullet control. We need to control the bullets. That's right. I think all bullets should cost $5,000. $5,000 for a bullet. You know why? Because if a bullet costs $5,000, there'll be no more innocent bystanders. Every time somebody gets shot, you'll be like, damn, he must have did something. Should they put $50,000 worth of bullets in his head? And people will think before they kill somebody if a bullet costs $5,000. Man, I would blow your fucking head off if I could afford it. I'm gonna get me another job, I'm gonna start saving some money, and you a dead man. You better hope I can't get no bullets on layaway.
Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman is a very smart, soft-spoken public servant, but she don't take no shit. And by the way, just to be clear, no one says you're not assertive. I listened to you say in a hearing to Louis Gohmert, take your meds. Am I correct in that?
Yes, you are. That was just a moment for me.
No, the disgrace
Mr.
what this man has done.
The gentleman from Texas will suspend for a moment.
There is the disgrace. and it won't be recaptured anytime soon because of the damage you've done to the justice system. And I've talked to FBI agents around the country. You've embarrassed them. You've embarrassed yourself.
Mr. Chairman, this is outrageous.
Credibility of a witness
Shame
is
on
always
you,
an
Mr.
issue.
Mr. Chairman, please.
Mr. Chairman, this is intolerable harassment of the witness.
What's wrong with that? You need your medication. He was just being so disrespectful to a witness.
Mayor Reed couldn't make a taping one day, but we were hoping he was going to call in from his car. And that prompted a bunch of speculation about just what kind of ride Mayor Reed uses to get his gangsta lean on. And speaking of former mayors, our compadre, former Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed, we're going to be likely flying solo today because he had a last minute. He still has like a job. He's got a job, is a high-powered legal attorney at a firm. So he's got, so something came up.
I mean, what do you think I'm doing? I feel like I'm like Fredo in this conversation. I'm smart. I can do things.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb. I'm smart and I want respect.
I was passed over.
I think things are going to end much better for you than they did for Fredo. But don't go out on any rowboats.
No boats.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
Not going fishing, not going out. Anybody want to give me a ride? No, I'm good. I got my own car.
So I'm hoping there's a small chance he might call in because, we've had numerous times where you've called in from your car. So I'm hoping that the score is settled here.
You think we're going to get him on the road?
That's what I'm hoping. But
in the Kasim car?
In the Kasim mobile. He's in LA.
What do you think he drives? What do you think he drives?
Oh, what? He's a Porsche guy.
Not Lamborghini, not Maserati, not. He's that level. I know who he hangs out with.
Wait till he hears this. Mayor Nutter gets into the abiding mystery of Baltimore politics with Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott, which is just what was Scott's DJ name when he was in college. Well, finally, Mayor Scott, has anyone figured out your DJ name yet?
No, and I'm not worried about them figuring it out.
Mayor Nutter, he's offered, I believe you've offered $200 to
all of my college classmates. So this is the key to that, right? I've never had a drink of alcohol in my life. So when you're DJing parties, of course, like people are normally drinking. I'm the one with all the evidence. So I'm not. You don't see any worry in my eye at all.
Are the city's youth though trying to dig it up?
So one group did try. One group of students did try because their teacher actually went to school with me, and we were on a Zoom actually, and they're asking them all of these different things, and then I just text him a picture of himself in college, and then he says, "Look, I can't tell y'all that. It was that quick. He just let it go." I said, "Do you want me to put this on the screen in the Zoom meeting?" And that was it.
That's awesome. I love it. So just what does Mayor Reed drive? Lamborghini? Porsche? VW Bug? What is it?
Hey, Mayor, how are you?
Hey, man. How you doing? You looking good, bro? What's you doing? Daisy, all black, everything?
Man, what you mean? I'm all navy blue, and I was out selling cosmetics.
You were doing what?
I have an Avon route.
When you see Avon now, you'll say Avon. Wow.
We've got the twist, we've got the mist, we've got the bangles for your wrist.
I sell cosmetics door to door. This is what I use for my cosmetic sales when I go into the barbershops and beauty parlors, spreading the message of Kamala Harris for president.
Avon, wow.
Mayor Nutter is holding his stomach.
I'm infiltrating the barbershops and beauty parlors, baby.
With your Avon. Oh, my God.
Y'all don't need many of our listeners may not remember. There used to be a wonderful business called Avon, where if you sold enough Avon, you got a pink Cadillac.
Yeah.
You're just a political Willie Loman.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yes.
Wow. Hey, so Mayor Reed, we missed you last time when we talked with Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott. And
I hated that.
And no problem, man. You're a busy man. But when I expressed the hope that maybe you'd pull a Mayor Nutter and call in from your car out there and when you were in La La Land, Mayor Nutter asked me just what kind of ride I thought you had. So I said Porsche and he said Lamborghini. So how do you get your gangster lean on?
Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Woo.
No, I do the Rolls Royce Ghost. And then I do the I have a Cadillac CT5 for when I pick up clients and I need to look a little more conservative. But I do the Ghost. I love it. Makes me happy.
You know, that was going to be my next one. That was going to be my next one.
Diamond in the back.
Diamond in the back. Devin Cotten joined us. He's a young man doing great things in the city of Cleveland, trying to stand up a universal basic employment pilot. And he was impressed that he was on a podcast with two elder statesmen.
No, I'm honored to be in conversation with you all and to glean a level of, knowledge and experience from folks that have done this for so many years. And
Devin, you really you really leaned into you really fed into Larry's whole Mayor Reed and I are old
elder statesmen.
And we're elder statesmen now. Yeah. And you just fell right into the trap.
I did not mean to do that. I got to work on that one.
I mean, I'm sitting there, young man is saying, I'm going to sit back and watch these two old lions. I'm going to learn some stuff from them.
I love it. I'm an old salty dog. Yeah.
That was not what I meant. That's wisdom. That's yeah. No, you guys are still acting. You guys are
Devin, stop digging, brother. Stop digging.
It's all good. This is the podcast. This is what we do. The mayor's talked to Governor John Carney of Delaware, who was running for mayor of Wilmington and ultimately won that seat. All three of them bonded over the fate of a dead tree.
I'm excited about it, and knocking on all those doors, just demonstrated something that I guess I knew in my gut, but this is way different. I mean, this is way different. Yeah. And I have been trying to get a dead tree cut down in a woman's backyard for 2 months.
That tree is going down, baby.
That tree is going down if it's the last damn thing that I do. I'm telling you.
And to all our listeners, this is a dead tree.
Yes.
Thank you for qualifying. It is a dead as dead can be tree. And it's a danger to the woman's house, which is why she explained to me in the first instance.
This is like that parrot routine and what is it, Monty Python?
Hello, I wish to register a complaint. I wish to complain about this parrot what I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh, yes, the Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, it's resting. Look.
Hello, Polly. I got a nice cuttlefish for you when you wake up, Polly Parrot.
There, it moved.
No, it didn't. That was you pushing the desk.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
The tree is dead.
Well, that's it for this year-end episode of How to Really Run a City. Hope you found it fun. These guys just crack me up. So subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and tell your friends about us, because we really want to widen the conversation, because by 2050, something like 2/3 of the world will live in cities. As cities go, so goes the nation, and so goes the world. For now, thanks for listening, happy holidays, and we'll see you next year. Remember to check out the Good Government Show podcast, where host Dave Martin conducts conversations with elected leaders about how government can work for all of us. Check out the Good Government Show wherever you get your podcasts or visit goodgovernmentshow.com.